right, so we had the truck race, Xfinity twice, and the Cup race on Sunday at Homestead Miami Speedway. Weather didn't play a factor in any of the first 3 races, and then once the Cup race came, weather was a factor.
Right, and we had the Xfinity Series on Sunday, which was weird.
Just for a small amount of time.
Well, it didn't feel like a small amount of time. It was a couple of different lightning delays.
It was a few delays in there. But anyway, what we're going to do is start off with the truck race. How do you enjoy it?
I enjoyed the truck race quite a bit, honestly. I thought it was...
I enjoyed it first when Kyle Busch had that little penalty.
Yeah.
Brian Barnhill starting the race. Both turned out bad for us as far as viewers, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Barnhill had transmission issues very early in the race, had to park the car.
Yeah.
And Kyle Busch ended up winning.
Yeah, that's...
My goodness.
Man.
That guy can't be stopped in the truck series, I feel.
No, you had it right. I thought the penalty was going to... I was like, oh boy, Kyle was lapped down. So,
yeah, I thought it was going to hinder him a little.
But it did not. By the time Stage 2 showed up, he was there again. So
Yep, and even then, he was starting to climb his way up. He had that early caution that caught him up.
Mm-hmm.
So really no stopping that guy in the truck series. No stopping that guy anywhere except the Cup series where he still remains winless.
Yes.
Which is a surprise to me.
Very much.
Stage 1 goes like this for the truck series. You have Ross Chastain, Ben Rhodes, Austin Hill, Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton, Christian Eckes, Raphael
Lessard.
Yeah. Thank you. Stuart Friesen, and Sheldon Creed. Stage 2, Kyle Busch was up there, and he wasn't leaving. Kyle Busch won Stage 1. Ross Chastain, 2nd. Austin Hill, 3rd. Christian Eckes, 4th. Ben Rhodes, 5th. Chase Elliott, who really wasn't a factor all night, at least in the truck series, 7th. Derek Kraus, 8th. Grant Enfinger, 9th. And Raphael Lessard,
yep.
10th.
Interesting last name.
Very interesting last name. But a fun race. And then after that, nothing.
Nope.
Top 10 go like this. Kyle Busch, Taylor Ackram, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Johnny Sauter, Todd Gilliland, Austin Hill, Christian Eckes, Matt Crafton, Ty Majeski finishing 10th. Our honorable mention here, and unfortunately, transmission issue on lap 1, Brian Barnhill. I feel so bad for the guy, man. Awful. I was so looking forward to watching him race.
Yeah.
But Rayoum Brothers Racing didn't have that bad of a day there. Gray Galding finishing in the 33 car 26, and Angela Ruck finishing 24th. And Angela Ruck was on the lead lap. Galding was the second car 1 lap down, but Angela Ruck starting to show herself there, and I think she's going to continue to do well in that series.
So, Matt, how would you rate the race?
Unpredictability, 6. Kyle Busch, once he got into the lead, was really unstoppable. It's Kyle Busch in the truck series. What else are you going to do? Intensity, 7. Memorability, 6. Competitiveness, 7. Excitement, 7. Overall, for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series at Homestead, 6.6. So, Preston, how would you rate the race for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series?
Well, mine's pretty... Well, okay, it's dead on with yours there.
Okay.
Your overall, at least.
Okay.
So, I had excitement at a 7.
Okay.
Unpredictability was a 6, like you said, once Kyle Busch was there. We all know what's happening there. So, competition, competitiveness, 7. There were battles here and there on the track, which I can get down with. Intensity, I put as a 7 as well. Memorability, a 6. Like you
so
said,
pretty
Kyle
much
Busch.
a mirror image of us.
Honestly, it's like that's crazy how dead on we got it. So it came out to 6.6. It's just weird.
Yep, I feel the same way you two when Kyle Busch is in it. It's not fun to watch. To me, it isn't.
No. I mean, I completely agree with you. In all honesty, when Kyle Busch is there, okay,
yeah, it's not fun for me.
Cool.
So moving on to the Xfinity race directly before the truck race.
Yes.
So I thought it was a fun race. Chase Briscoe had a problem with more suspension parts right there at the start, which took away any chance of him winning that race. More to follow on that. But how do you enjoy it?
I thought it was pretty good. There was a lot of battles.
Yeah.
All throughout the field. I thought it was cool to see Dale Jr. on track again. I thought it was
that was fun to watch.
Pretty neat race. Noah Gragson looked like he had it for quite a bit until...
So did Ryan Sieg.
Yeah.
Here's how Stage 1 looked for the Xfinity Series. Ryan Sieg Ross Chastain, Noah Gragson, Austin Cindric, Alex LeBay, Kyle Weatherman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, and Joe Graff Jr. Great run for Joe in that stage 1. Going on to stage 2, Noah Gragson, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishing 4th, Brandon Jones 5th, Justin Haley 6th, Harrison Burton 7th, Anthony Alfredo, the fast Italian, finishing 8th, Ryan Sieg 9th, and Justin Allgaier rounding out the top 10 for stage 2. Once it started coming down to the end, I should say, that's when everything got crazy. We got a green-white checkered that race, and I thought Noah Gragson, like you, was going to run away with it.
Yep, and then we got the caution.
Nope, a great battle for the finish.
Yeah.
Between Cindric, Burton, and Noah Gragson. Harrison Burton came out victorious in that race, finishing ahead of Austin Cindric and Noah Gragson. So Harrison Burton, Austin Cindric, Noah Gragson, 1, 2, 3. Anthony Alfredo, great run, finishing 4th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rounding out the top 5. His team car that he owns, Michael Arnett, finishing 6th. Chase Briscoe rebounded greatly from a couple laps down to finish 7th. Brandon Jones, 8th. Ross Chastain, 9th. Riley Herbst, finishing 10th. And honorable mention for me, Myatt Snyder finishing 15th. Great run for him in that car.
Great race overall. I mean, especially at the end, very exciting. Did you got any good ratings down there on that?
I do, but I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. So basically, my rating is going to come out to an 8. All 8s all the way down the board.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, it's all so excitement 8, unpredictability 8, competition 8, intensity 8, memorability 8. You know, I based the memorability off the green white checkered as well. You know, what a great battle. 3 wide. You know,
that was awesome.
That was really good. Just overall exciting Xfinity Series race. So I rated it overall on an 8.
Very nice. All right, so here's how I rated the Xfinity race. Unpredictability 9. There, the green white checkered always throws an unpredictability factor for me. So I gave that a 9. Memorability 7. Am I really going to remember this race? Not really. If I'm not at the races, I really don't remember them unless something big happened.
Yeah.
Competitiveness 9, excitement 8, intensity 9, especially there at the end. Overall 8.4. Little better than you, but about the same.
Yeah, close enough.
And then we go to Sunday. Sunday. We had another Xfinity race. I thought this one I missed a little bit of due to work. I was at work that day. We had some calls, but again, I thought Ryan Sieg was going to be the car up front and had a dominant run. Junior Motorsports, something happened between Saturday and Sunday where all Junior Motorsports drivers had issues.
Yep.
And I'm very disappointed about that, except for Noah Gragson, who ended up finishing 5th. But for the most part, Junior Motorsports, just something happened to them. I think it's just one of those things where you could be great one day and bad the other, and vice versa in racing. Stage 1 goes like this for Sunday. Ryan Sieg, Michael Arnett, Austin Cindric, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, Daniel Hemrick, Timmy Hill, great run for him, and Bailey Curry. If I don't see it, if Kyle Busch didn't race in this much, maybe Bailey Curry could race up there a lot more and actually get his name out there. But no, it's always... But he didn't race in this race. In fact, no Cup driver raced in this race today.
Stage 2 goes like this. Noah Gragson at the front. Austin Cindric getting another top 5 stage win. Another top 5 stage finish. Brandon Jones 3rd. Chase Briscoe 4th. Daniel Hemrick 5th. Harrison Burton 6th. Justin Allgaier 7th. Michael Annett 8th. Anthony Alfredo 9th. And AJ Allmendinger getting into the stage there. Rounding off top 10 in stage 2.
Ended up finishing 4th in the race, AJ Allmendinger did, with Chase Briscoe winning. Brandon Jones finishing 2nd. Ross Chastain 3rd. AJ Allmendinger 4th, as noted before. Noah Gragson 5th. Justin Haley 6th. Myatt Snyder 7th. Harrison Burton 8th. Riley Herbst 9th. And Austin Cindric rounding out the top 10. Honorable mention, Anthony Alfredo 11th.
Yes, Anthony Alfredo. He looked pretty good.
Justin Allgaier, Michael Arnett, and Daniel Hemrick all caught up in accidents of one form or another, but that is what it is.
Yep.
So, rating the race, how would you rate the race
It's going to be pretty close to the one before the day before.
It's going to be about the close for me too.
Yeah. So the excitement, I had an 8, unpredictability 8 as well, competitiveness 8, intensity 8, and then memorability I had a 7. So it comes out to a 7.8.
I had pretty much the same thing. I had an 8 for unpredictability, 7 for memorability, 8 for competitiveness, 8 for excitement, and 7 for intensity, for an overall rating of 7.6.
Oh, so not that far off.
Not that far off, but pretty close. But the Cup race, plagued by lightning, plagued by rain.
Just a little bit of rain, which was really odd because I was watching the radar all afternoon. And I was like, whoa,
I'm sure you were.
That rain is really close to the track, but it never made it. Of course, other than right at the start, at least.
Yeah.
There was that little bit of rain in 4, but they stayed out of it most of the time. It was just all that lightning. And, of course, every time a lightning within 10 miles, you have to reset the clock. So.
Oh, yeah. I remember that at either Charlotte or Daytona that happened. I think it was Daytona where that happened.
Yeah.
But, man, the Cup race I felt was okay. I hate to say that. It was definitely okay as far as...
I'm right there with you, honestly.
I really wasn't...
It wasn't...
It was a very clean race.
Yeah.
Let's say that. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, the only cautions that came out were for lightning, weather, let's just say weather, and stages.
I think there was 1 or 2 cautions in there where there was issues with cars. I think Ryan Newman was one of them.
But that ended up being a stage or the competition caution.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That came right around that time anyway, so that's why.
So as far as I know, I mean, Denny Hamlin just dominated that race.
Yep.
He was up front the whole time. He started from the pole. Denny Hamlin had a very competitive car in the fall, and it showed, except for that overheating issue that cost him the championship.
Yeah.
But he knows how to get around Homestead, and it showed Sunday.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it's just getting both stage wins and then the overall anyways.
Yep, he did outstanding out there. Congratulations to him. But the person I want to talk about out there, the rookie Tyler Reddick in that RCR number 8 car, outstanding run.
What a great run. So finishing 3rd in stage 1 and 2nd in stage 2 to come home 4th in the race overall. I mean, that's stayed up there in the top 10 most of the night, and he was running the heck out of that car up near the fence the entire time almost.
He ended up finishing 4th in the race. 3 laps led. I thought he did a great job. He's won there a few times in Xfinity cars. He knows how to get around there, and it shows exactly what he can do in that car. Very happy for him for that. RCR starting to come in life. Both cars in the top 10. Austin Dillon finishing 7th in that race. Christopher Bell, great run, finishing 8th in that race. Keselowski rounding out the top 10. However, honorable mention, Matt DiBenedetto finishing 14th. But nobody could really touch Denny Hamlin.
No. I mean,
when you're on a roll, you're on a roll.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you mentioned honorable mentions like Matt DiBenedetto, Bubba Wallace with the 13th place finish, and then Michael McDowell 15th. But then we go further down the field, Kevin Harvick finishing 26th. Joey Logano 27th.
I don't know
and
what.
Then Ryan Newman, finishing 30th, which, I mean, I don't know if it had to do with those early problems or not, but still, I mean, just to see Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano that far down.
Yeah, again, it's just one of those weeks where anything could happen.
And that's the first race this year that Kevin Harvick has not finished inside the top 5.
The streak has ended.
Yeah.
But, hey, Kevin Harvick, great run. I think he's definitely a championship contender.
Mm-hmm.
But I rated the race all 7s down the board for competitiveness, intensity, memorability, excitement, and unpredictability. I didn't know it would be that unpredictable, but all 7s down the line for an overall race for the Cup race of 7.
Yeah, so I had an overall of 7 too, but so I had excitement at a 7, unpredictability 7, competition I rated it at an 8. There was times where we had I look at competition throughout the whole field. I see any kind of battle, and there was some pretty good battles going on at times. Intensity at a 7, memorability at a 6, so it came down to a 7. I honestly thought I was going to rate it a little bit lower. It was not the most exciting race.
No, it really wasn't, and that's unfortunate. But fans back in the stands for the first time since March.